Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. So this is day 4, and we are doing our normal morning stroll. James and I did pop into the gym for a little bit, but I'm not a weighty person really. I did a few chest presses, stuff like that, but apart from that, I far prefer my cardio than I do my weight side of things. So yeah, we're doing our 7-lap challenge. James is with me this morning as well. Say good morning, James. And yeah, we're gonna, what's the time now? So it's just gone half past 6. I reckon if we keep a decent pace up, we can have our 7-lap challenge done in about 15-20 minutes. Now it's not as windy as it was yesterday morning up here. If you did join me, you would have seen me almost pressing into the wind. It was like walking into a hurricane, and I mean that. It was pretty tough, but this morning is far more pleasant, and a lot warmer as well. As soon as I opened the balcony this morning, I thought, wow, you know you're in the Mediterranean because it's just pleasantly warm. So, yes, if you were with me for the afternoon stroll yesterday, you would have seen this was all closed yesterday, which was flipping annoying. But yes, we showed you a little bit more of the ship. Went down to the bar area. You saw the swimming pools as well. So there's a little bit more to say. And if you stick with it today, perhaps once we do the 7 laps, we'll go that way, sort of on the way back to the room. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Good morning.
Good morning.
So then there is the sort of 5-a-side basketball courts. So if you were with me yesterday, you've seen that roof was absolutely blowing itself off. So quite a bit calmer today. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe, hit that bell button because we're going to be doing this a lot. I haven't been up there yet, and the ropes are down, so they're obviously happy that people can go up there. So might go up there as well before we go down, but we shall see. So yes, I know, but that's roped off, but this isn't, so we'll see. Right, so that is lap 1. What was that?
On the other side as well, but I had to go up to get on.
Yeah, I didn't show you this because it obviously wasn't going live at the time, but these are the golf nets. Saw some people in it yesterday. I can get round a golf course, guys. I'm not that good, but I can play. It's one of the bars. I've not actually used that bar. I don't know when it's open, when it's not open, but it must be quite a quiet one if it is open, because there's not much up this end apart from these courts. So thanks for the like, appreciate it. Do remember to subscribe as well. Now you can hear it's a bit more blowy on this side. Now, directly to my right, and you won't be able to see it, but it's Africa. On my left is Europe. I can't wait for next, I think it's going to be Tuesday, when we leave Gibraltar at about 2:30, because that'll be during the day. And as we go through the Strait of Gibraltar, you literally in the daylight should be able to see Africa on my left and Europe on the right. So I'm very much looking forward to that. There's not much to see looking out into the ocean, as it is dark. I promise you it is dark. Right, so halfway around lap 2, and it's good having a another third of the Triple J gang this morning. Helps to keep the pace up, because I just go and get set in my ways and talk to you guys and forget I should be walking as well. So we're doing all right this morning. When I did open the balcony door this morning, you could quite clearly see some ships that we were sort of passing in the Med. Can't really see anything now, to be honest with you. I will sort of keep an eye out if I see anything, but I say, because it is pretty dark, can't really see anything anyway. Thank you for the like, do appreciate it. Sun will probably be coming up. Well, it seems to be getting later each day, but for some reason, but I reckon it'll be in the next sort of half hour or so. In the way, in the distance over there, you probably can't see it. There is some ships or something out there. It could be land. I don't think we're that close to land, to be honest with you. I had a look on the map where we were this morning, and we've gone through the Strait of Gibraltar and sort of heading towards Mallorca, Palma in Mallorca, and it's sort of pretty open ocean really, so I don't think there's too much land that it could be, so it probably is other ships. Thank you for the likes. We're moving to lap 3. All good for your steps. I'm not doing a step challenge from the point of view of distance, because we're in the middle of the ocean. The watch picks up the GPS and it actually picks up the ship's movement as opposed to your own steps. Although it picks up your steps, the distance is completely skew-iffed. So I'm measuring steps but not distance, because clearly I'm not walking 4 or 5 miles in the space of about 20 minutes. So yeah, it's a little bit. I'll certainly do my best not to slip. As I say, if you've joined me the last few mornings, this is the routine that we've been doing. As I say, once we get to lap 7, we'll probably come along here, sort of go down these steps and then walk that way towards the front of the ship, see where we can get to. Bring you guys with me. Oh, we might do, we'll see. So we are keeping up a good pace. Some nice comments coming in. Hi to everyone saying hi, and thank you again for the likes. Do make sure you're hitting the old subscribe and the bell button, because then you will know when we are online. It's not just this. We're doing some lives inside the ship, and also when we're in the different ports, when I can go live, I will be as well. But there are vlogs coming out probably every other day. It just depends on the internet on the ship, because to download, we have got the fastest internet, but it is still take a little bit of time to do the download. So I'm hoping, I think day 1 is coming out tonight. Day 2 will be coming out. Day 2 will be coming out in a couple of days' time. Day 3 is ready to go, but I've just got to download it, which will be done whilst we're in port tomorrow. So yeah, they are slowly but surely getting ready, but it's not like when you're at home and you've got your Wi-Fi on 24/7 tap. Okay, as you can see, a lot of people do similar thing. Obviously James and me are doing it at a far more leisurely pace than jogging. I wouldn't be able to jog, guys. I'm not a very good runner. Okay, so lap 4. What other comments have we got here? So we are yet again on the windy side. We've got some more people coming up behind us, walking, not jogging. As I say, on a sea day, and I am a bit later. If you'd have been with me before, I've been up here sort of about 5:30, so that's coming up to 20 to 7 now. Thank you for the multiple likes, do appreciate it, guys. It does mean a lot. Just make sure you hit the old subscribe and the bell button as well. It really does help the channel. The channel really has gone from strength to strength in the last sort of few months. So I'm hoping to grow it as quickly as possible. So we can do lots of nice trips like this. We've got a few coming. Yeah, this is P&O's Britannia. Just seen that last comment flash through. And we are on a 14-night Mediterranean cruise, stopping at Cadiz, which we were at yesterday. And we've got Mallorca, Sardinia, Cartagena, Ibiza and Gibraltar to come. Got trips in Mallorca, Cartagena and Gibraltar, and Sardinia and Ibiza is free time. Not quite sure until we get there sort of how sort of close things are. I have looked at Ibiza, actually. I'll tell you the fib. It's about a sort of 25-minute walk to sort of the main town, so we'll either do that and get a taxi back. There is a boat you can get across the harbour, I think. So we'll see how we get on with that. Oh, but that was pretty cool. James has actually spoken to us about that, the Alaskan cruises. I bet that was pretty cool. I know my parents have done it a while ago now. So yeah, but that was pretty cool. Getting busy up here now, guys. So we are now starting lap 5.
Morning.
Morning. And once again we're moving to the windy side. It's beginning to get a little bit lighter as we've been out here. So maybe in the next sort of lap or two it will be lighter enough that you might be able to see the ocean. Current location is in the Mediterranean Sea, somewhere between Cadiz and Mallorca. As I said a little bit earlier, I did have a look on the map, and that's about as much as I can tell you from point of view of location. So you've got the old power walkers in front, got the joggers coming up behind as well. This is turning into a party, isn't it? As I say, we'll do a couple more laps of this to complete the mile. And as I say, then we'll make our way towards the front of the ship. And then we'll see what we can see. I can't see from here whether the ropes are open on those stairs over there in front, because that's where we did the sail away from. But I can't see if there's ropes or not, so we'll have to go and have a look. It's the wind that they close it for, and it's not as bad this morning. You know. definitely not a ferry, a big ferry. Right on cue. P&O Cruises. I think I've seen Piccadilly quieter than out here in a minute. It's what happens when you come out a little bit later, isn't it? Yes, we are from Britain. Come from near Cambridge. Yep, definitely. It's a 14-night Mediterranean cruise. As I say, we've stopped at our first port call yesterday, which was good. Next port call will be Mallorca. This is the calmest bit of the ship, isn't it? So one of the little pools there. You can't see anything, guys, but that is the aft. Right, so lap 6. Those that have been with me since the beginning, you are the official Iron Men and Iron Women, so I appreciate that. As I say, getting lighter now all the time. Now the sun, I think, will be coming up somewhere in front of us. It has been behind us because we've been dropping south, but of course now we're sort of essentially going north again, or sort of north east, I suppose. The sun will be coming up in front of us somewhere. Not quite sure where at the minute, but we'll watch this space. But this is the only wraparound deck you've got on Britannia. The only one I can compare it to is Ventura. Thank you for the multiple likes, do appreciate it. And that did have sort of a wraparound deck from front to back, although you had to sort of go through the middle of the ship. Good morning. You had to go through the sort of back in front of the ship, to sort of continue the wraparound process. But at least it was a decent lap. So yeah, that was slightly annoying. I do think the sun is going to be coming up behind us now, so towards the front of the ship. I think that's quite clear from this. I think when we come round the other side, in regards to seeing the ocean, I will try and pan down, but as I say, it is still quite dark on this side, going away for the sunrise. We'll see what we can see on the other side. But when we go around the other side, that'll be the beginning of lap 7, and as I say, we will then drop down the steps and see what we can see towards the front. So you see a little bit more of the ship as well. So to those that are sticking with it, well done. Not me, well done. Hopefully we'll be able to see some more. I don't know if you can see the ocean there, guys, but it is there. We'll be able to see a bit more in a minute. I'm going to try up to the high point up here. So this is the start of lap 7. We will probably only do to the halfway point, and then we'll sort of go towards the front of the ship, and that will complete sort of the distance anyway. So let's see what we can see up here. Can't see much to the front apart from the funnel, but to the back, obviously we're a bit higher. But again, as I said, not a lot to see out the back at the minute, for the reasons I explained, which is why I'm going to try and get to the front. Well, you might be able to see that. Got the wake of the ship just about visible there. Pan round. Anyone know what these are for? Apart from teeing off the golf course. Always be careful. These are quite dry, to be fair. Put my shoes underfoot on. So just bear in mind when you're on a ship ever, guys, take it easy. That is the old the arena. Just wait for these people to come past, otherwise we'll just get in the way. No, I don't work on the ship. We are, as I said, on a 14-day cruise. So I knew someone once who I used to play football with who used to work on the ships. In the North Sea, he used to do a lot of work, and he used to tell some stories. Now I'm far more happier on dry land, not getting sea legs. Right, so when we get to the end here, we're going to go down these steps on the right hand side. There is a boat out there, guys. I don't know if that's coming out, but there is definitely a boat out there. When we get to the front, we might have a bit more light. We might actually be able to see a bit more. But we're going to drop down these steps and then walk along the front to the front of the ship. Right, again, just be careful. Wet stairs. And we continue moving forwards. Let's go to the bar. Yeah, it sounds like a plan, doesn't it? I don't think they'll be open yet. Might be able to get a glass of water in the buffet. Not a lot else. But after that little walk, it does sound like a plan, actually. So we slalom through here. Hot tub there. Now, I'm hoping I'm not going to be upset. No, the rope is down, so we can go up. Fantastic. So you're going to be able to hopefully get a good view out the front of the ship, guys. And this is what I was saying about a ship out there. That's maybe a little bit better now, you can see. And we're going to go up again. And this is going up onto the sun deck now. Which I bet later on today, as it's a sea day and we're in the Med and it's warm, we'll be very busy. Okay. So that is the view out in front. That's where the sun is definitely going to come from over there, no doubt. So perhaps a little bit more south to southwest, but that is where it's going to come from. As I say, this is the highest point at the front of the ship. let's see if we can have a look at that ship. It's out there. Right, let's go down. And then what we'll do, we will go onto the Lido deck. We'll go up to the crow's nest. It should be open now. And then we will come back via the buffet, so you can see that. And then I think it'll be a well-deserved sit down on the balcony. Not going to say anything about sunbed hogging, guys, because he was bigger than me, but that is quite ridiculous. And not even 7 o'clock in the morning. Right, so we're going to drop down these steps. Again, these are wet, so just be careful. Sorry I'm not being able to keep up with all these comments that are coming in, guys. I am sorry, it's really tough. Trying to keep up with everything. Morning. So we're now going towards the fore bit to the crow's nest, and as I say, we'll then come back the other way through the buffet. I'm doing the 7-lap challenge. You're getting a good old tour of the ship now, aren't you? I think we've got the library coming up on the right hand side. This is the library. Someone's been looking at South America. Unsurprisingly, there's nobody here at this time of day. And then we come to the crow's nest. We haven't been in here too much this time because on this ship, after 6 o'clock it becomes an adult only place, which is a real shame because we used to come in here on Ventura. I'm not sure how much you can see out there, guys. To play cards. Used to be a nice place to come at the end of an evening, but they've sort of, I think, spoilt it a little bit, because as long as you're not got screaming children, then why should they be, you know, not allowed to come in? You know, it's not discriminating, is it? But I know why it's done, because there are some kids that are unruly, but if you've got good kids, be all right. Now I think along here is where the Epicurean is, which is where it's the most expensive sort of restaurant on board, if you sort of choose to sort of book the sort of, pay extra restaurants. Yeah, here it is. Can't really see too much in there. Got sort of a little menu there. And that's it in there as well. And that is the Epicurean. Right, so we need to come back out this way. Ah, slidey door, that's what we like to see. So we're going to be coming back out now onto the Lido deck. On the right hand side here, where you get the burgers, chips, pizzas, bar at each end here. We're just going to keep on, well, I might go through because there's no sunbeds in the way. You can see the pools. That pool there, absolutely freezing, and I mean freezing. That one there is quite a bit warmer. Right, so we are now, get through here, bit of dodging, yeah. Have the bar there, water station there. Now can we get into the buffet? It is open, okay, so we're just going to walk through, guys. Might not be able to do too much talking. Yeah, we've got the buffet here. All the stuff that you would want if you don't want to go to the main dining rooms. You can come here when you want. We might have to do this tomorrow because we've got an early start tomorrow for the trip in Mallorca. Going to Solar Village tomorrow on the wooden train. That should be cool. Got one of the offices in front, so I better behave myself. But yeah, it's the other sort of bit of the buffet that's open at the minute. This should probably be open soon. So. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning. I'm waiting for a train.
I was about to say, they'll never come then. Yeah. Morning. Cheers. Right, so we are now out in the...
Press the button.
Oh, really? Okay. We are now out on the Sunset Bar.